Uh, 321, 27. Boom. Good. Okay, so let's go. This is Dr. Stone. Kind of super excited to do Dr. Stone today. Because with Dr. Stone, we read only a couple of chapters. We read from 32 to 40. Because I made a mistake, which is the same thing we're going to do tonight. I opened the phone, I opened the computer, and the computer wasn't charging. So the same mistake we did 2 days ago, which is, I tell you like, hey, this is bad. You don't have, wait a second. You see, we didn't even read more than chapter 41. I'm gonna be honest with you. I found a website that's pretty good for the, really, really good for Dr. Stone to read, but it's not available on mobile, so. We didn't have batteries, and I had to use this phone, the clips, which you can see here. So tonight we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not bad. You're gonna have 6. No, we have 5, and we're gonna do the Bitcoin, which is gonna be another one. But yeah, this is kind of cool. This is really kind of cool. Because, how can I put this? I'm disappointed that I didn't read enough Dr. Stone. I gotta chill, guys. I'm at 41. Can I say 41? When is 41? No, we're at 40. And we're at 40, and the manga is sorted in 35 chapter. We started last week, guys. I'm gonna be finished in like a month. I don't mind at all. What I don't mind, because we decided to read another one, which is no. We have another one that we can read. We decided we have another one that we can read, which is Vinland Saga. So we're back again. You guys remember that we were doing the sulfuric acid, which is kind of crazy. This is super, super cool because we basically loses the battles. And then it's amazing because Ginru was like, dude, there's no way I'm going back there, right? There's no way I'm going back there. My sphere is gonna go. And then Seiko was like, I don't care, whatever, right? Whatever. So then this is super, super cool because this is really the big first fight they had. You don't realize it, and this is the beauty of Dr. Stone. Like, you don't realize that they're gonna have to do some toxic shit. Like, getting that. And it's kind of crazy because he tells Chrome, don't get scared, but his hands are shaking and he's sweating. So Chrome knows that he is super, super worried. And it's kind of crazy because Chrome is really worried. And the reality is, Senku is crazy because he's not even doing that for himself. He's doing that for Ruri. So then, the nicest thing is that Chrome will put in the mask. Like, okay, let's fucking do it. So you got the old man who's telling. This is kind of crazy because he's telling the other guy, like, look, he's telling Ginru is scared. It's like, it's okay to be scared. Everybody's scared. He said, you're the smartest guy here to say no to dying. And then if people die, well, at least you survive. And he's like, don't worry about it. Everybody's gonna be okay. And then he thinks about his brother Kiru was an eye sickness, but he's willing to sacrifice himself, and he realized that he's a coward. And the old man tells him, like, the only reason why I'm alive is because I was afraid. If you want to live like me, just do it like me, right? And it's like, no. Everybody is putting their life on the line. Everybody is doing what they need to do. Everybody is out there trying, and except for me, I don't want to be that guy. And the old man is crazy because he said, hey, I got another gas mask that I have. And we know that Ginru is there. So this is kind of super important. So you see that Senku gas mask is fucked up because of the sulfuric acid. So Chrome comes in, right? And Senku is like, dude, guess what? You actually saved my ass. However, Chrome got too close and he's in the sulfuric acid. I think he's gonna die. However, you got Kinru using the lens as a way to get him to come back. And I really wanna push forward the idea of this because I just think it's a cool scene. Look at this. Kinru saved Chrome, and this is gonna be super important later on the series. Again, I'm early on. Puzzle. Sorry, guys, we had the puzzle. So this is still early on, but this is so fucking important to understand. It's so fucking important in the story because, my apologies. Ginru isn't the most courageous guy. Senku isn't the most courageous guy. Chroma is not this. My apologies. The most courageous guy. So it showed that this team together is important, and it's gonna be a ultimate benefit to that, right? And you see that, but also it showed that the kingdom of science is fragile. What is the upside? Kinru is gonna become a very very good friend. Ginru, sorry, is gonna become a very good friend with Chrome and Senku. So then he saved Chrome and he vanquished the fairy, right? Which is super cool. We have Pyro Samurai. Gotta tell you, Pyro Samurai, this is kind of cool because you see Penguin and Pyro Samurai, which is the only two people that comments. And Pyro Samurai is kind of like an asshole. I didn't like him yesterday. Penguin is my boy or my girl, I don't know. But then Penguin today, Pyro Samurai today, kind of went on a road of redemption. He's not that much of an asshole. Me yesterday, I was just tired. When I'm tired, I'm grumpy. I think we're all tired and grumpy. I wish that the battles tonight are at 8 o'clock. I cannot miss it. I missed it yesterday. So loud. Country road to a place I belong. West Virginia. Oh, country road to a place I belong. So we got Pyro Samurai. They could have also just breathed through a really long hose, but making that hose would be hard too. Okay. And Penguin said Pog, which I don't know what that means. I know what it means. It's gangster. It's cool. I don't know what Pog represents. So we're bringing back the sulfuric acid, and this is kind of cool because this is revealed to be the hardest medication. So then what they're saying is that okay, well today we're doing everything. So this is one of the less interesting chapter. So we're going step by step, and we're going all to the thing. We're going. This is one of the less interesting chapter because we go through all of the event that we had, all of the ingredient we do, and we do this mega ingredient. However, there's really cool moments which is culturally relevant. Where you have here where this guy himself as Salt Bay. So I did really like that. I did really like that. It's not so interesting, but it's just that it's the complexity of Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone is something that's instructional. It's educational. You learn from it, which is great. But at the same time, it's not going to be the end all be all. It's not. There's levels of that shit, right? And there's level for everybody. So things that are way more advanced and things that are less advanced. However, what is really cool is right. We're seeing very instructive. So for example, if I finish, I don't care. The fact that you have a cloth here, which is cold water, to cool it down, I do like that. I do really, really like that. So to me, this is interesting. To me, this is really, really cool. And the amount of glass they're able to make is crazy. So we got the sulfuric acid. Then you realize that the only thing that we're missing is alcohol, right? And this is the cool part. So they tell about the disgusting messing, and Kohaku's like, "Are you sure that you want to give my sister that?" Trying to intimidate them, which is fucking funny, right? And it does happen a couple of times. It does happen a couple of times. So there we go. We only miss the alcohol, but it's tomorrow the game. So the last chapter is how we're showing this, right? So we see the participant. We talk about the game. Senku enters, which was not planned. But then the reality is, if there's 10 people entering, if 4 people are from the Kingdom of Science, I have no voice because I talk too much today. If 4 people are from the Kingdom of Science, it matters more. Also, do you realize that by Magma being their strongest, they'll need to have the C4? Yes, sir. Frozen Popsicle, how are you, OG? How's it going, my dude? Comment ça va? Ça, c'est la meilleure, man. Ça, c'est Frozen Popsicle. Fait que c'est des framboises bleues, mais c'est Frozen, c'est tellement fucking bon. C'est mon préféré. Mais vraiment ma préférée. Écoute, la fraise et melon d'eau, c'était pas pire, mais ça, c'est 100 fois mieux. Comment tu vas, toi? Ça va bien? So also the cool thing that you're seeing here is how Senku and Kinru are closer. I have to say, I never know if it's Kinru, Ginru. I never know. They're so similar, right? But there you go. And Kinru is like, dude, rules are rules, right? I don't want to because they're talking about it's talking about how they need to have the rules, not the kind of the game fixed, and the guy is nice. Fuck no, nah, that's the worst. Nah, dude, you crazy, bro. This is the best one. So we see Ginru, and that's what I like, right? So Senku is willing to cheat on the game because he doesn't care; he wants the results. But also Ginru is willing to cheat on the game. So like, okay, well that's a plot. So then Kowaku, everybody is trying to cheat, which is kind of cool, right? And for the first time in 5 months, Senku brings it, right? And he brings it, and it's kind of cool because this is such an important thing because it's a show of how much time has passed. So 5 months, right? And it's super nice because we finally have Senku advancing the story. However, the goal is what the goal is to get the village and be like, dude, this is the most important part of the show. So I did like that. I did like that, and again, just to show how important it is super important. So we have Ruri who hears Senku's name and she's like, dude, that's a super. I know that name. That tastes like bra. I agree to disagree. How about that? Agree to disagree. So Ruri, she knows the name Senku, and now we'll get to learn that the father of this is much later on, but one of the survivor was the father of Senku because he went to space, and there was a stone power. My apologies. And the stone was like, dude, we're only under Earth, right? So because his father was in the on the in space, it didn't matter. So the fact that she knows Senku possibly means that the one who told him about Senku was his father through generation. So Penguin's like, what? Because he doesn't know. Oh, the actual like reveal that his father survived is insane. Because his father's gonna spend his whole life picking up one of the rarest mineral, and it'd be super nice because it'd be one of the most useful shit ever. So we have the game they start. So we talk about how important it is. Ruri, she tells that's the family name of Senku, and it happens to be one is family name, but then she fall from exhaustion. So kind of crazy. Now you realize that Magma is in trouble. You know that Chrome has been training in secret, so Chrome has really been training. So he might be the guy that is in demand. And the coolest thing is we know that he likes Ruri, so we want Chrome to win. All right, so this is kind of cool. So now they're talking about how they're cheating and how everything. Their plan is to get Magma to be freaking tired and have Kinru easily win, but then the worst thing happened. Kinru goes after Magma on the first round. So all their plan is shit, right? So this is kind of crazy. So what he wants to do, Senku, he wants to enhance, so drug enhance. So he give Sync. Ginru and Kinru, he gives them sort of like an energy drink, if you will, which is caffeine, right? Which is super cool because Kinru drinks everything. Again, you're pushing forward the idea that Kinru is this guy that doesn't have this high moral ground like his brother does, right? So we have the game that starts. Suika goes to get some of the ingredients. One of the guy Marble, which is the mental, which is the helper of Magma, follows her, which is gonna be super important because he's gonna trap Suika. Then we'll lose Kohaku because of that. So in the first place, the goal was to have as many battles as possible, and to have as many battles as possible, you were gonna have how can I put this? To have as many battles as possible, you were gonna have Magma as tired as possible. But then the less battle you have, the less tired he is, which is what we're trying to say here. So we have Kinru, which is going against Magma, and it's actually a crazy, crazy battle, right? Mental tells everybody like, "Yo, Suika, she's drowning." People like, "Dude, that's a lie." And Koaku's like, "No, what's the lie? We just killed her. I have to make sure that she's okay, right?" So this is super, super, super important. We have Mama was making fun of Kinru and talks about how the village gonna be is, and he's like, "Dude, I'll allow you to live if you kiss my feet." And Kinru's like, and the problem with Ginru is that he's super loyal to the village, but then you kind of realize that Magma would be a bad boss. It's like, okay, well, I'm loyal to the village, but I'm not loyal to you yet. So this is kind of super cool. Penguin didn't say anything here. He said brick, which doesn't mean anything. Anything. We got the Masked Warrior, which is super cool. So we see Suika, who is able to run away from the rope because she's so skinny, which is completely fucking funny. We got Kinru battle with Magma, but Kinru is kind of super, super important for a couple of reasons, right? The couple of reasons is because Kinru cannot see. This is super cool. Mental comes in and he wants to throw a rock. Then Senku's like, hey, if you want to throw something, I have a bunch of things. And he show a crossbow. He show a lot of things, which is super fucking funny. So got Magma and Kinru. We see that Kinru has the same problem as Tsuka, right? And then Suka realized, like, dude, he has the problem as me. He has the blurry eye problem, which is the same as me. So then Magma wins, and then Suka comes in as a fucking hero, and she throws her mask at Magma. And she tells him the most important thing, which is my favorite part. The Eye of Science, Kinru, this is for you. So Kinru can see, and now we have a masked soldier. That is super cool because this guy is going to be stronger, he doesn't have to worry about Magma, and you fuck up Magma right away, which is super, 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 super important because, again, we want him to win. Now, ultimately speaking, the fight is nice. I do dislike the fact that, okay, well, when the guys see there's no more competition, so I'm like, they could have done better here. They could have done better here. Okay, wait a second. Yo, je te déteste. T'es pas fin, man. T'es pas fin, man. This is my sister. Well, kind of my little sister. Okay. And she showed me, dude. She showed me. I hate her. She spoiled it for me. Yo, je te jure, si tu me fais broyer, je te hate pendant des mois. Arrête-moi ça. Tout de suite. Dude, she sent me a video of Leon from Resident Evil 9. And people are going to say that Leon dies in this game. And it's a spoiler, but I knew it. She didn't spoil me. Other people did, and she's just sharing. But I already saw those videos. I'm just fucking pissed off because he dies. You know? And that sucks. Okay, so we're good for that. We're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, that's good. I'm tired. We did a solid 4 hours today. And then Kinru wins, and there's no problem, right? Pyro Samurai, I think he looks cool. Actually, I think he looks cooler with the mask. I'm telling you, Pyro Samurai today. Has been making an effort to be nicer. And I see you, dude. I see you. You think it doesn't matter, but it does because I'm reviewing the series and I'm reviewing your comments. Penguin badass, but hey. That's another chapter done. Kind of crazy to think that we did so little today. So Kinru goes in, and Kinru asked the guy, the boss. He said, "Listen, if you can take the win, you can take the win." So Kinru tells the boss, like, "Listen, dude, I don't deserve it. This mask is helping me." And then the guy is like, "No, it's just some clothing. There's no problem with clothing. You don't use any other weapon. You don't use extra armor." But Magma comes in the back and strike Kizaru makes Magma done. So basically what happened is the battle wasn't over, and Magma started, which is super fucking funny. We have the battle between Chrome and Mental. And it's crazy because Chrome and Mental is on the same level. So then Magma see Kohaku. And you know that the biggest problem is Kohaku. Now, ultimately speaking, this is so powerful because last year, Kohaku won, and she's the one that's going to stop him, which is kind of crazy because if she was able to stop him once, she was able to stop him twice. And I don't think that Kohaku is weaker at all. That was kind of cool, right? We got Chrome, and then this is super cool because you see that Kohaku is coming back, and does Mental like, yo, give up. And the goal for Chrome is like, I don't care if I lose, I have to make it last until Kohaku comes back. But then Kohaku come back is too late. So this is super fucking funny because the next match is Senku versus Kohaku, which means that Senku wins. So Senku replaced Kohaku, and this is the craziest thing because Kohaku come back and she's like, I don't care if I lost. She hugs Suika and she's like, dude, I'm just glad that you're okay. And Suika cries. Suika would never had friends. So this is actually a really good moment because we care about Suika. See, this is the thing right now. The Kingdom of Science is so little that it's easy to care about each and every single characters. It would be harder down the line, but as of right now, it's super fucking easy, which we do like. Kohaku's gun, the only battle power that the Kingdom of Science has left. Guardian Rinru, which is super funny because Ginru still has the raw material, and this is the problem. The raw material, they're gonna give him a stomach ache, which is funny. Now, this part, the first time I read it was so fucking funny. The first time I read it was so fucking funny because they're showing him like that, right? Like this. And it's how he sees himself. And you see this buff guy, this almost perfect body. And why almost perfect? Because you know Sukuna, you know Ichigo. You're not a badass dude. You're fucking a less than honest guy. So we have Penguin that says lol. And Paros Samurai that said nothing. So he sees himself as this boss, and he has this other battle, which is a guy that we don't know who it is. So it's not super important, but still, a fight is a fight. So we have the battle. The battle is going super well because he sees himself. And this, I gotta say, the first time it made me laugh, I laughed for a solid 20 minutes. It was so good. So how he see himself again, and you can hear the people. They're like, "Oh my god, this is so cool. Is that really Ginru? This is insane." And people are in love with him. But then you realize what the reality is, and that he's fucked up. And the tonation changed. And they're saying, is that really Ginru? And this is insane. So the difference here is actually quite nice. The winner is Ginru. We're going Ginru. Stomach is probably doing somersault. Yeah, well, he wolfed down all those herbs. He's all battered, completely dejected and spent. I don't think he can fight anymore. Am I reading? I don't know. But he wins, which means that it's going to be Senku versus Genru, Chrome versus Magma. So the next battle is Chrome versus Magma, which is a bad part because we know that Chrome has no chance. We see a picture back of how Chrome wants to save Ruri. That's a very sweet thing. And the importance of him winning because we could give her the drugs. But Chrome has no chance. He takes one shot and he's done. And this is the cool part because he gets a beating, and Magma's an asshole because he keeps on beating. People are telling him to stop, right? And this is super cool because Jin makes his comeback, and this is the most important part because Chrome pushed himself on top of the mask of Suika. So it doesn't get more broken. You see Suika crying because he's sacrificing himself for her, but then he believes himself. So then this is super cool because we see the mask, and we see back a scene where Chrome basically saw Senku using a glass to make some fire, so he thinks the same thing. However, the glass's type is different, right? So it won't work, right? But then it's the crazy part because Chrome believes so much in his science. He wants to use science to win. Now, ultimately speaking, it's important because it's the belief of Chrome in science, but it's also the belief of It's also no 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 non non t'es une petite haïssable, une vraie des vraies pestes. Au vidange. Au vidange. There you go. So I told her because she's laughing that she pissed me off because she did a spoiler, and she's laughing because I'm pissed off. But she knows I'm joking. Do I really care? Yes and no. Because I do like Leon as the Resident Evil characters. My problem with Leon isn't that he's not a cool character. My problem with Leon is it feels like the whole franchise is about him. The second game is Leon. The fourth game is Leon. The sixth game, there's Leon. The seventh game, no Leon. Eighth game, no Leon. Ninth is going to be Leon. You understand? So, out of it, there's almost half of the show that is Leon. Now, I understand that Leon could be the poster boy of Resident Evil. In my opinion, so is Claire, so is Jill, so is Chris, so is Ethan. Every single main characters has been it, right? So there you go. So Chrome wanting to use science, which is absolutely phenomenal. Penguin who writes cry. See, I got no more voice. Fuck me, dude. We got this chapter called Master of Science. You know what? Fuck that. I got 3 chapters to do. I can easily do it. How much have I been doing this? 27 minutes. I'm not gonna set up the Bitcoin miner today. I think I'm gonna do something super simple. Tomorrow morning when we'll do the tomorrow morning when we'll do this, when we'll do the intro, we'll do it. And then the coolest thing about that is we'll do it, and then we'll be able to do the Bitcoin miner as a second video. That could be cool because I have no more voice left, and I think it's kind of cool what we're doing. But at the same time, when it's done, right? So there you go. So basically, he wants to bet everything on science, and this is a cool thing because he realizes that if you can put the water, it will help create a effect of the fire. And this is the coolest thing because he used sweat and tears, which is basically sweat and tears, right? And that's pretty much it. So Seiko was like, okay, well, this is a good technique. The problem is it's gonna take a lot of time. So Jen come in, and Jen's like, dude, is my quota done? And the first thing he said is my quota done, which is super fucking funny. But he says how much time it's gonna take him, right? So then Jin is willing time for Magma, and this is cool because Magma is like, okay, well, Jin, you're supposed to be dead. He's like, no, I'm not dead. So he believes in his power, and he tells him like, yo, there's a bomb in your heart, and if you move, it will explode. That I really did like because Magma is an asshole, and we were already decided that we were gonna cheat. So why not cheat completely? Besides, the story is pretty simple. We like Chrome. We don't like Magma. We want Chrome to win. So then Chrome is able to do the fire, and he finally burns down a part of Magma. But since Magma clothes are dirty or they're made of special garments, he's on fire. And what he does, take him to the dick, which is kind of funny because they were talking about how he was going to be aiming for the dick all along. He said the only chance to win is hit him in the dick. So that's kind of super funny. So the winner is Chrome, which we love. Let's go, Jan. Even Jan, but even Jin. So we have chapter 29, and we got 3 more to go. So Magma wins, loses, no problem. Just in the water, we don't care because Chrome is like an asshole. Jin is super, super funny because he's like, dude, this is super funny. Because Jin's like, nobody wants me here. Jin doesn't have any illusion of being light. It's like, I'm selfish, and everybody can hate me. I don't care. But I am who I am, and if you don't like me, that's too bad. We got this, we got this. Ruby comes in, and Kinru's like, don't worry, Chrome is going to be okay. And then she has to prove, because she's being watched by her father. She's like, oh, well, I don't mind who wins. I don't mind who wins. I'm the priestess. No matter who wins, I'll be there. And Kinru is an absolute dick because he goes in and he wants to win. He wants to win, he wants to win, he wants to win. So absolutely fucking dick. But Senku does the unthinkable and use a pulley effect, which basically what he does is he uses the same technique like Chrome did. So he puts the mask there and he puts the thing. So they're gonna do like this, right? Like this. Then he jump on it so it has a more force. So then Senku win, which is kind of crazy. And then it's Senku versus Chrome. But then Chrome pass out, so the winner is Senku. And Senku becomes the new mayor of the city. And it's kind of crazy because I fucking love this. It wasn't supposed to be. Like, I would have liked Chrome to be it, but Senku is our main character, so if he wants to be the mayor, let's be the mayor, right? You got Pedal Samurai. Please consider be taken accountability for being a member of the village or not. And Penguin says, surprise, surprise. See, Pedal Samurai, I didn't like you. But you changed, dude. You changed. You changed. Which is actually pretty cool. So we have Senku becomes a wife, and people are telling him, like, dude, you're not able to. And it's kind of funny because Senku's like, dude, the villager chief tells him, bro, it can't be, you're an outsider. And then Senku's like, why is the older chieftain of the village talking to me? Hey. Nope. Les fesses au vidange. Même pas recyclage. Tu veux spoil Resident Evil? Parfait. Parfait. M'a t'arranger ça, moi. M'a t'arranger ça, moi.
Comme on dit. Ouais. T'as plus de fins, donc je suis sûr qu'il y en a. Hey, mon cornet, t'es-tu fou dans ta...
Je te... Là... Qu'est-ce m'a faire? Sorry, guys. Qu'est-ce m'a faire? M'a faire... Jour et nuit. Recherche... de spoiler... dans ta face. Tente la vengeance. La vengeance. Did it work? Did it work?
Is Lacey and Click's new business dumb or just actual genius? So they're both just enough.
Il y avait 400-500 personnes dans le live. J'aurais pu rentrer dans le live, là, puis il m'aurait monté, que j'aurais pu niaiser que l'autre. J'allais écouter en ghost. Je comprends après ça. Mon nom, il est.
Mon nom, il est fait.
Is Lacey.
C'est que tu voulais voir ses réactions. Sois honnête un tantinet, sois honnête, là. Là, ça, tu t'es fait pogner une deuxième fois, puis tantôt, j'écoute, je dis, Chris, ça va sortir. Les deux comptes étaient en même temps. Il y a une raison. Moi, quand je rentre avec mes deux comptes dans un live, là, il y a une raison.
Mais moi, j'ai seulement un téléphone.
So, I'm watching.
More drama.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. You know what time it is? You know what... I don't know. You should open at least one. Yeah, I kind of want to open one. I'm gonna... Fuck. Let's see what I get. Let's see what I get. Fucking go. I'm so hype on this.
I mean, it's a good technique what they did. The whole tap, super nice. Super nice. This is what he played Jak and Daxter. Megan Fox, baby. Holy tits. Megan Fox. No. No, take it out. No. Megan Fox. Image. No, they deleted by the. Good. We're back, baby. Sorry, distracted. So yes, so Senku said this is you telling me from the longest. Now we got Ruri, who is super sick, right? Senku's like, yo, I need to get divorced, and he brings all the people from the Kingdom of Science, which include the old guy. It's like, dude, I'm not part of the system of science, right? And this is super cool because Ruri, she said, guess what? I don't really understand what's going on, but I'm happy that I'm not married because Chrome. So then we have another machine which kind of gives us the bamboo in the water, which gave us carbohydrate water, which is possibly one of the sweetest fucking thing. Senku gives smelling salt to Chrome, and Chrome's like, oh my god, what's going on? Which is super fucking cool. And then they give the miracle thing, which is I really adore. You see Senku and Chrome being together, which is just amazing. I love these two. They're the best. If Chrome dies, I'm going to be very sad. If Chrome betrays Senku, I don't think he will. I'll be very sad. But basically what he does is he made carbohydrate water, and he goes in, and there's an explosion. So like, what the fuck happened? There's such a big explosion, right? So this is super cool because they do the medicine. It's done. It's super done. Kweko is crying, so she's like, stop crying. And this is super cool because what happened is at the end, everybody is able to get to the village except for Jin. So Jin's like, dude, I can't enter the village. And Senku's like, dude, wait in the labs. You used to be lonely, right? And the labs, guess what it is? Soda. Some soda. And they give you the recipe. So carbohydrate, coriander, caramel made from burning honey, lime, which is super cool. Right? Yeah, just by adding crushed coriander plus lime rind, you drink the cola, and there you go. As promised. Jenna's got the cola, and as promised, Ruri gets the medicine. And there you go. That's it. We did it with 20 seconds left to 4 hours. 20 seconds left to 4 hours. So like I said, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until tomorrow. Because right now, we could actually do it right now. I don't mind. I got 6 minutes left. You told me about des chanteuses que je t'aime. J'aurais vendu tes organes. Que je t'aime, je t'aurais fait adopter. I just my little sister. I love her. Okay, so now what we're looking for is Max Boy. Did you do a story, dude, or no? You didn't.
Quand c'est à la vue de tout le monde. Honnêtement.
C'est un secret, il n'y a pas de secret.
Good. Years you've done. Now I know I don't have to do this alone. A creature that found his own.
My ribs, girl. I'm like, I fucking.
Whatever you.
You could put
Good.
balls.
I've known those guys since I put those guys on their first tour in 2012. They were just kids at the time, right?
J'ai goûté assez une fois, là.
J'ai essayé.
Nice.
Oh man, that's it, boys.
Oh, what the hell?
What the fuck? They're twins.
That was supposed to be him ripping his mustache off. That was more like him celebrating.
But that ass. Done for me.
I'm putting that for you. All that chrome in there, that's the hinge in the new teeth. Runs on tiny servos, super smooth. I can talk.
Okay.
What happened?
It's gonna be a nice one. Look, listen to this. This is gonna be a nice one. There you go. Perfect. So now we're gonna do the data miner right away. Fuck it. What am I supposed to do? And this is gonna be harder. I don't know how to do it. Good. And then we'll start tomorrow by doing it the whole day. Are you guys down or what? Good. There you go. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Come on, Inky. A bit more effort. You're there. You gonna go to the bathroom? Let's do 4. Okay. Okay, let's go. See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. My apologies. So it's not gonna it shouldn't be too long. I gotta create a. Okay, now this.